What's popping, y'all? We back for another good episode. Another good episode. Like this show is moving really well with the episodes. They give you just enough content with everything that you kind of want to see. You get the fights, you get the entertainment, you get the funny moments, and tonight we got the dancing. So good, Joseline, y'all doing the thing. Like this is the best show on Zeus, without a doubt. But I know a lot of y'all watch me for baddies as well, so y'all will be. We know the reunion super trailer's coming tonight, so I'm gonna get that out later on tonight. I'm in a good mood because my Commanders won. We beat the shit out of the damn Cardinals, and we looking good this year. I've been a Commanders fan since I came out. Like since I was born into that. Like my dad, my uncle, my grandpa, our whole family is big on this. That's why the videos be coming out late sometimes. But we looking good this year, and Dejanay Carrington's about to play later on, the Connecticut Sun, so I'm going to be watching that too. But enough of me ranting about that stuff. But y'all know why y'all here. I know why y'all are here. But if you're new here, please do me a solid. Thumbs up the video for me. Get in the comments, say what's up, let me know what's up as you watch it. Drop your comments as you're going because I like the engagement. The engagement helps push my video out. If you're not new here, you already know that. That's why you drop in the comments. You should be in the comments. You should be thumbsing up the video. Let's try and make the video at least match the comments in terms of how much likes in videos. Let's try and make it match the views. Let's try and do that. But I'm trying to get the 5,000 subscribers. I am like literally under 50 away. I want to do that by the end of the year. We're getting really, really close to it. I think it could happen possibly by the end of the night, but we'll see. But please help me out. Enough of that. Let's go. All right, so we get back to the episode from where we left off, which was Queen Envi, Oceans, and Neek jumping the new girls. Nothing really happened. Security broke it up. As we saw, Neek backed off after she realized that she was jumping, which I'm glad she did back off and did not go back for more. I was happy about that because, like I said, strike, but she bad as fuck. That's my favorite. That's my crush on the show. But Queen Envi ends up saying that the girls didn't go through shit to get here. I'm like, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. It's not their fault that they got handpicked to be on the show. It's not their fault. Regardless if they went through it or not, it's not their fault. So, like, why are you so up in arms about it? If anything, go fight Joseline about it, but you won't do that. But Hennesseyy told Oceans, like, you ain't whoop shit. Oceans sitting there jumping around acting like she whooped shit, and she didn't. She's not lying. Hennesseyy did not lie. She didn't whoop anything in that moment. But Oceans comes up for more. Nothing was really done. Hennesseyy was pretty much saying in her confessionals that you intimidated the minute you saw me. Where's the lie? No lie there. She said, I must have got you really bothered. I said, exactly. And I was like, I fuck with her for that. Like, I fuck with the fact that both of them two girls, they got in there. I can't really tell if they can fight, at least considering what they did. I don't feel like they can fight. But I respect them for getting out there. I respect them for standing on all 10. I respect them for talking their shit, too, while they was doing it. But they go another round. Ocean swings and misses. Like, Ocean really can't fight. Like, I thought at least in the first couple episodes, she looked like she could possibly fight. But the more I watched her in these rounds, let me know she can't fight. The way she's swinging, she can't fight. She can't fight. She just gets lucky with the girls that she does end up fighting because she knows how to use her weight right. Like, she knows how to get them on the ground, and when she gets them on the ground, she gets to connecting. But she then goes to get Hennesseyy down, and she gets Hennesseyy down her back, gives her 2 shots to her head. That was really it. But she then gets up and then gets Rosé. They head up and lock it up. At this point, they're kind of like going back and forth, like trying to head each other up and lock each other up. But she was getting Rosé at first, I will say that. But then Rosé was getting her. And then they lock it up again, and then security ends up breaking it up. Nothing really happened. I can't really tell you who won any of these fights because it really wasn't a fight. It was more so like them wrestling in the air, if you want to keep it real. But she ends up grabbing Rosé's chain and her wig. She talking about she live for this. I'm like, you live for this shit, but you can't really fight. Like, if you really fought somebody that really fought, you wouldn't live for this shit. You would sit down. But she feeling tough. You can tell she feel like she did her big one and she didn't do anything. But they go another round again. And like I said, she can't fight. But the funny thing is, I don't know what happened, but Oceans is leaking from her mouth. Like blood, just leaking from her mouth. So whatever you did or whatever you thought you did, either Rosé or Hennesseyy, one of the two got you fucked up because they look fine. Yeah, you snatched Rosé's wig and her chain off, but her face is fine. Her mouth ain't leaking. Hennesseyy looked good over there too. Like she looked fine too. Her face is not fucked up, none of that. But Queen Envi then decides to come in and fight Hennesseyy randomly after she was trying to shake her hand or whatever. Talking about something, I'm not cool with you. You losing me too, Queen Envi. Like, what is the purpose? Like, what are you gaining from this? Like, these girls ain't do nothing to you, and you just sitting here trying to fight her. You trying to fight these girls just because they're here. Like, what are you gaining from that? Like, you look stupid. And Hennesseyy said they are just, them bitches is weird. I'm like, yeah, they are. But Drea is telling them, like, clean it up. Joseline ain't gonna go for us fucking up her house. Like, go get cleaned up because we gotta go. So they go ahead and get cleaned up. That's what I like. The scenes are moving. They're moving. We got to see what we needed to see, and they didn't stretch it out. They're keeping the scenes moving. Keep like this, Zeus. Keep like this. But we get Jinx and, not Jinx. I combined their names. Chinx and Jigsaw. They're sitting out back. And Chinx feels like Jigsaw is really sweet, and she can see herself vibing with her. Isis, Jayla, and Des come down. Isis and Des look good. Like, these two girls, I can genuinely say are really, really bad. Like, pretty. Because they both come down with no makeup on, and they are still beautiful. Beautiful. Especially Isis. But Jigsaw tells Isis she look better than her. Be so for real. Be so for real. Isis said, girl, like, bitch, be for real. I know you can't be serious right now. Looking like that. Looking like that. Your face is stiff. Your face don't even move. Like, your face looks like it hurts. And you got the audacity to say that you look better than her, who got a natural face and is beautiful. Fuck out of here. But Jigsaw, and then I wanted to mention that too, because what comes up later on, that proves a point later on, but we can get to it. But Jigsaw ends up asking Isis, what is she jealous about? You mean you need to ask yourself that question, because you're the one who has a random issue out of nowhere with Isis that you continue to try and pick. Isis don't even think about you. The only reason why she's now thinking about you is because you now gave her a reason to think about you, because you stupid. But Erica, Envi, Diamond, and Des come down. I think Des came down. No, she might have been down there with them. No, regardless, Des is down there with them too. But Danny ends up asking. No, it was Danny that was down there. That's who was down there with Isis and Jayla. Des came down with Erica and Diamond. Okay, boom. Danny ends up asking Jigsaw if she got smacked yesterday. And Jigsaw said, yes, she did smack me. And Isis said, yes, she got lucky. She almost hit that ground. She better be thankful that security was there. Isis was like, yeah, I slapped the shit out of her. She better be lucky that somebody was there to save her, because she would have hit that ground. I fully believe it, considering the way Isis was throwing them things last week. But Jigsaw says, like, you ain't let me prepare for anything. Isis said, bitch, you was in my bubble. Ain't no preparing shit. Where's the lie? You leave me alone. You came over to me after you just literally pissed me off, sitting there trying to tag up on me in front of Joseline, and you think coming in my space after I just fought somebody is a smart thing to do. That's your own fault. You walked into that trap, Jigsaw. But Jayla is sitting in between the two of them, and Jigsaw is doing what I do, talk with her hands. And she's moving her hands close to Jayla's face. So Jayla has a reason to now say what she said. Stop putting your damn hand in my face. Like, pretty much stop doing it. And you can tell Jayla don't really fuck with her like that because of what she did. Jayla saw how Jigsaw was trying to tag up on Isis in the episode before. And she's seen it the same way I am. I'm like, why did you insert yourself in something? And now you look like a fool, and now you look corny, and now I don't like you because you that type of person. So Jayla, I feel like Jayla has every right to do what she does later on, but we're going to get to it. But she said, I don't understand why Jigsaw is mad about what she did, but she better keep her hand out of my face. But Diamond says, I'm going to just be real. Isis smacked the fuck out of you, and you ain't do shit about it. Talking to Jigsaw. Jigsaw says, well, why is everybody ganging up on... She's saying this in her confessionals. Why is everybody ganging up on me? Everybody's on Isis's dick, but y'all don't even know her. I said, the audacity of you to be the one saying that. Because was you not doing the same thing to Danny and Drea? You was on their dick. You was literally like sitting there swallowing it because you see that they have a past relationship with Joseline, which you now feel... You connecting yourself with them and attaching yourself with them is going to make you a Joseline favorite. So it's like, make it make sense. Like, everything that you're doing or everything that you're claiming they're doing, you did. So it's called karma at this point. Like, you're literally getting yours back tenfold. But Danny ends up mentioning how they had said that Jigsaw was lying to Joseline, and she was like, when did I lie to her? Des said that you was about to fight Isis in front of Joseline, and I told you to stop. Jayla then randomly takes off on Jigsaw because Jigsaw is talking too. Jigsaw is turned away from her, but she's talking with her hands again too. But she didn't have her hands in her face, but regardless, she's talking with her hands. Jayla, I feel like Jayla took the opportunity because she wanted to hit her. She saw that face, and I'd be ready to hit that face too looking at it. It scares people. I'm gonna chop that up to her being scared of looking at her face because it scares me. But she was beating her head like she was beating a bag, like how you go to the boxing, how you go boxing, you just start beating that bag like that. That's how she was. That's how she was doing it. But Isis was like, "Get that bitch, get that bitch." So Jayla then gets, because security breaks it up. Jayla says, "Let's go. I ain't on the bus now." So they get in the grass. Jayla is swinging uncontrollably. I like Jayla a lot, but I want her to learn how to fight. I want her to learn how to fight because I like her, and I want her, whenever she does fight, to actually really do some damage. Because she was swinging uncontrollably. Jigsaw was trying to claw at her, but security tries to break them up. Jigsaw then tries to swing because security had Jayla more locked up than they had her, and she's trying to get her shots in now. And as she's doing that, Des come running out of nowhere and starts swinging on Jigsaw. She says that she's been irritated with Jigsaw since last night because she wanted to fight when Joseline was in between her and Isis, which I feel like she's trying to say that she felt like, she said she felt it was disrespectful, which is why she reacted. I want to say she's saying it felt disrespectful because you then decided you wanted to jump or at least try to fight Isis because somebody was in between y'all to make it easier for you to get your shots without getting hit. That's what I want to believe, but I believe that Des is saying that because she feels like you borderline almost hit Joseline trying to hit her. But Envi Erica says, I now want you now. I want you next because I got a question. She said, you told Envi that Isis was picking on you because you pretty. Who lied to Jigsaw? Because pretty ain't the word that we would use. But she said that she was saying that she's the only pretty one in the house. Be so for real, Jigsaw. Every woman in that house, thinking about it, every woman in that house looks better than you. Every single one of them. Even Danny and Dre look better than you. Be for real. But I mean, I'm all for self-confidence, I guess. I mean, like, she got to live with that face, so she might as well be confident with it. But Jigsaw is sitting there denying that she said that, which I don't believe because you literally just said earlier that you look better than Isis, which is bullshit because you know you don't. And you sitting there talking about, why are you jealous of me? Ain't nobody jealous of you. You want them to be jealous of you. Why would anybody be jealous of somebody whose face doesn't move? Like, be for real. But Erica and Jigsaw now square up. Erica she laid Jigsaw down on that grass and started cracking her in her face. And this is where I knew that's where that lump came from. Jigsaw got up and had a knot, boy. A knot on that damn head. Ooh, it looked like it hurt too. Isis said, how you feeling? Does it hurt? Jigsaw says, I'm fine. She says that she feels alone. Jigsaw saying she feels alone. Nobody's on her team. They're ganging up on her. I said exactly how you did Isis. That's why I don't feel bad. Like, granted, a lot of these girls didn't have a real reason to hit her, but I don't feel bad because tit for tat. You got your karma. I always say, if you decide that you want to jump in on somebody and tag up on somebody, when it gets done to you, that's your karma. You got to deal with it. But Diamond ends up saying now she needs to wear a hat for the rest of the day and tomorrow. She does. She ain't lying. She needs to wear a mask, cover up that face. But Isis says, you look pretty, very pretty. I'm very jealous now. Being very sarcastic. But we get to the next scene with Joseline in her office space. This was the scene I was waiting for. Wet comes in her maid outfit. Joseline says her iconic Love and Hip Hop line, hey maid, I see you got your maid outfit on like you always do. And Wet comes in there all happy. She said, I came in to get my morning update from Joseline. Joseline asked her how she's doing. She says, I'm in pain about everything that happened last night. I think she's talking about her son. Joseline said, but you apologized. Wet says, I'm very sincere about it. And she says about that Mother J. She then proceeds to go ahead and like daintily dust off Joseline, like trying to act like a man. You can tell she was not doing this to be rude or to do something crazy. You can tell she was just doing this to kind of like be in good spirits with Joseline, who was in good spirits. She then takes her duster and like dusts off. Joseline's hair is like laying right here, and she like dusted off to where it goes back here. as she's doing this, Joseline is looking down at her like, you can tell Joseline's looking like, I know this bitch ain't doing what I think she is. And she's looking at her as she's doing it like, and then she snaps out of it, and boom! Slapped the shit out of her. I said, oh my God. It was so funny. Oh my God, it was so funny. Because it's like, I see both sides, because it's like, why are you dusting me? After you just dusted you dusted all this furniture up here that you know has dust on it. And then you're going to turn around and dust my hair. What the fuck is wrong with you, Wet Wet? But then again, it's like Joseline, you know she didn't mean anything by it. But then again, I see both sides. But Joseline was like, get this bitch out my face. Stop playing with me, bitch. Why are you playing with me? Wet Wet is sitting there shocked. Like, why did she just slap me? But security takes Wet Wet away. She's saying that she didn't mean it. She didn't do anything to be disrespectful. And I believe she didn't. She said, I didn't mean any harm. No ill intentions behind it. Wet Wet said Joseline's hands are probably sore from slapping her, which I'm pretty sure they are because she slapped her a couple times. But Joseline's telling her to take them, telling them to take Wet Wet out of the house. Wet Wet goes in the car, and this is her outro. We don't get to see more of her anymore this season, which makes me upset because I love me some Wet Wet, who always stays wet. But Raven comes down because she hears commotion, which I found it funny because Joseline was now seated and very calm. It was like, you waited forever to come down here. But she ends up coming down there. Joseline tells her about the Dustin situation. And Raven, she pretty much tells Raven, like, I need you to step up now because the house mom is gone now. So I want you to pretty much wrangle up everybody, keep the girls in check, keep them in line. Pretty much tells her, like, be ready to dance. Raven says the Scorpio's going to come out. She's excited to do it. She says they got to get their cardio in. She said no processed food. Everybody's sitting here eating this processed food. No soda, no sugar. Good. If you trying to be fit and right, that is what you need to do. But Joseline was like, ooh, okay, good. Nice to hear. So she ends up telling her that they have 10 minutes to get ready. Ballistic is making juices for the girls, and the juices are like greens, beets, healthy juicing, which is good. I'm like, good, Joseline. You might be actually serious about being sober. But she pretty much tells them they cannot fight anywhere else outside of this house. If they want to fight in this house, fight. But anytime we go outside of this house, you do not need to fight, which is true. I'm glad Joseline is she's being a mature adult right now. But she also lets Raven know that there will be an elimination at the club. They got a performance coming up. She's going to be making her decision there. So Raven heads off. She goes and calls the girls down. She lets them know that everybody needs to be there. She's like, Jigsaw, where you at? And it's so funny how everybody's now calling her Jigsaw. And something happens at the end of the episode that had me hollering, but we're going to get to it. Everybody started laughing when she said it too, though. But Raven pretty much lets them know everything that Joseline just told her and pretty much tells them that they need to get ready to go to the club. Isis, like I said, Isis and Dez, barefaced, beautiful women. Beautiful. Beautiful. You already know Neek is, but these two stuck out to me today. But they head off to get ready. Ocean, she's doubting herself because she don't have the background in learning choreography because that's what they're about to do. But I'm like, you're so focused on these new girls, but you're the one who needs to be worried about yourself. Spend all that energy that you worried about these new girls into learning that choreography. Because, like, your priorities are not in check. Like, worry about that. But Rosé, we find out that she dances at the club that they're going to. So, of course, she's excited. But Ballistic is now downstairs making the juices. We see him making the juices for the girls. He's freshly making the juices. Raven calls the girls down to get the juices. They grab the juices, head off to the buses. Diamond is the only one that did not get one because there was none left. But they get on the bus. They're pretty much talking and stuff. Isis, she's excited because she's never been to Area 29, which is the club that they're going to. Drea and Queen Envi are ready to dance. Drea's danced there and worked there. They're now talking about, like, who's done choreography before. Neek has done choreography before. They're learning about each other's dance experience, their styles. Drea's hanging up from the top. They got a pole up there as well. Neek's upside doing the splits. What else happened? Raven ended up asking if the girls were able to keep their composure. Like, are you going to be able to keep your composure and actually be here for the rehearsals to learn the dances, aka lead the drama at the house? So they start opening up the conversation. Jigsaw now starts talking about how the three girls jumped on her for no reason. Jayla says, we all got in your face. Or what did she say? Jayla said, she said, we all got in your face. I don't know if she said it, but whatever. We gonna say that. But Jigsaw ends up saying, my back was turned. Oh, she said that I got you in your face. Pretty much said, like, I hit you in your face. Like, heads up. Which she didn't, but whatever. Jigsaw says, but my back was turned to you. It wasn't, but she snuck you. Like, you was turned to the side. You wasn't looking at her, but you definitely wasn't. Your back wasn't like turned to her. Like, it wasn't. But she did sneak you. I will give you that. She snuck you. But Chinks ends up telling Jayla she didn't have any reason to put her hands on her, and Jayla said, "I told her not to put her hands in my face because when you put your hands in my face, I'm gonna think you want to fight." That's valid. Like, if I don't like you and you know I don't like you and you put your hands in my face, I'm gonna think the same thing. But Chinks ends up saying when you hit her, she was turned. Jayla says I was sitting down. Chinks says that the rest of them, didn't have any reason to jump her like that. I said it's tit for tat, honestly. Like, granted, she didn't hit Isis first, but you still low-key jumping her. Like, literally tagging up on that tag team shit, trying to, like, jump in with Danny and Andrea on some tag up shit. So it's like, mind your business. If you mind your business, you wouldn't have to worry about this. But, what else happened? Chinks ends up saying that Erica was fighting Jigsaw because she said that she was prettier than her. And that's weird because, like, where's your confidence? That is true. But was you not just fighting Lexi over a nigga that don't even, apparently it's for the streets? Like, apparently he don't even really claim you like that. And even if he does claim you like that, he still got other bitches that he's entertaining. So you fighting a woman over a nigga that don't really want you like that. She got her priorities wrong, but you need to get your priorities in check too. I'm like, it's the right message, but the wrong messenger. But Isis ends up saying, Joseline said, I can't fight because I'd have been knocked your ass out, talking to Jigsaw. Neek says to Jigsaw, basically, you should have minded your business. Like, you literally butted in and got yourself slapped. That's your own fault. Where's the lie? Isis said, I told you to stop inserting yourself in shit that don't concern you, but you keep talking, so I slapped you. Simple. But Erica Envi then says, y'all, we went at it because you keep bringing up shit that was dead, pretty much saying like the stuff with her and Isis that was at the club. They squashed it at the club. She then brought it back up, then continued to add on to it at the eliminations. When the shit had nothing, like, y'all squashed it there at the club, then you got on the bus, squashed it again because you then turned around and started twerking on her to then bring it back up again with Joseline. That's why I don't have an issue with them hitting her, because it's like you literally was doing stuff for camera time. Like, that's what it was, and you got your camera time. You got it today too. But Erica then says too that she helped Chinks squash her beef with Lexi. So she's trying to figure out why she's trying to ignite this beef with her and Erica, or with her and Jigsaw, which I'm thinking this is kind of setting up a storyline where Erica and Chinks might end up fighting in the future. I don't know, but we'll see. But Raven ends up saying we all got to mind our business. Like, if it don't got nothing to do with you, it don't got nothing to do with you. Simple. She said, me included. I'm glad she's taking accountability. But Oceans is pretty much saying to the two new girls, y'all some pretty bitches coming in here trying to take my position, so I have to feel some type of way about it. No, you don't. No, you don't. But she's saying there's no real beef. Obviously, there's no real beef. You just doing this stuff because you either insecure or you just feel like that's going to get you camera time. Like, at the end of the day, you look stupid. But Queen Envi is essentially co-signing, and they pretty much squashed the beef. The new girls is better than me, because we would have beef forever. Like, y'all sitting here trying to just hit me for no reason. I'm going to hit you for no reason now. But they get to Area 29. The choreographer that was there last season, he's there again. Joseline's music is playing. She slick got some catchy music. I'm not even going to lie to you. But he takes him through stretching, as he should. Anytime you're doing physical activity, you need to stretch before and after, because recovery is very important. I'm putting my personal trainer hat on. But Diamond, she's nervous because she's never done choreography before. She shakes her ass and titties all the time. That's just really what she does in the club. But Joseline arrives. She says, I hope y'all hoes can dance with all that fighting that y'all be doing. Valid, because that's what y'all here for, supposedly. But she asks if anybody knows the Doom Cha-Cha dance, and if you do, get on the stage. Danny, Drea, Envi, Queen Envi, Oceans, Isis, and Jayla, they get up there first. So they get up there and start doing it. Isis and Queen Envi got rhythm. They can actually dance. Oceans cannot dance at all. She looked awful. Awful. Joseline said, you look a mess. Like, why did you get up here? But Neek gets up there. She just shaking her ass at one point. Joseline then kicks her and Danny off. And Isis didn't know the second part, so she got down. Joseline's like, how do y'all not know this? And it's like, yeah, if they watch the show, they should probably know the dance. Like, they should probably know it. But Danny, in particular, you was on the show. You learned to dance the whole show. All last season, y'all was learning the same fucking dance. The whole season. You then went on tour with Joseline, doing the dance, and you still don't know it. That's crazy. But Joseline said, how you get up here looking stupid? Like, why are you up here looking stupid? I was like, exactly. Daddy's talking about something. I need to practice more, princess. You are a grown woman up here calling a grown woman princess and calling her all these pet names. Like, be for real. Stand up. But Joseline's choreographer then says, let's learn something new. So he calls the girls up. They go through the dance for the Domino song. That's the new dance that they're going to be doing this season. So it's 4 8 counts of them twerking, essentially. That's just really what it was. But he takes them through the dance. They do it to the music. The music is catchy, obviously. Queen Envi, she's catching on to it quick because she's used to doing choreography. Des is struggling. She says, I don't know how to dance. I dance like a white girl. I just know how to twerk. Joseline got up there dancing with him. Before they got into the choreography, Joseline was cracking me up. But then when they got into the choreography, everybody looked pretty decent from what I could see. They up there shaking their ass. Dre's talking about she couldn't even pay attention. She couldn't even pay attention because of all the ass that was clapping. And I was like, yeah, Neek and Lexi's was clapping. Both of them. But the choreographer ends up telling them to go home and learn the Doom Cha-Cha dance. So Joseline, after they finish dancing, she goes through her notes, as she should, start telling whoever needs to worry about doing this and doing that better. So she tells Queen Envi she started getting sloppy towards the end. She tells somebody, I don't know who she was talking to, but she told somebody, you need to be the first one off the stage because you ain't cute. I was like, who was she talking to? Because they showed a couple girls, but didn't really show who she was really talking to. But we now get to the elimination. Drea is nervous, even though she's trying to act like she ain't. But Joseline lets them know, she pretty much is like, who do y'all think is going home? She wants to play a Survivor type of game. And lets them know, y'all going to be the ones eliminating yourselves. So she runs around and gives them this sticky note where they write down on the sticky note who they want to go home. We find out that Queen Envi ended up voting for Rosé. Clown shit. But I'm sitting there like, everybody, please vote Jigsaw. Vote her off so I don't have to look at her face no more. But Danny ends up saying that Jigsaw came to her trying to get her not to vote her out. And she says she'll do it if you put down Isis's name. Punk. Like, Isis needs to be there. She needs to be there for the show. But Chinks says it's not about dancing. It's all about beef with the voting, obviously. But Joseline and the choreographer, they go sit down, read the notes. It's a 4-way tie between Rosé, Isis, Jigsaw, and this part was so funny. I was dying laughing. Joseline was reading it and was like, who is Jigsaw? And then she's reading it and they have like multiple notes where it says Jigsaw. She said, who is Jigsaw? And why would y'all write down calling this girl Jigsaw? And they was talking about Kay. What's her name? Kay? I almost forgot what her name is because I've been calling her Jigsaw so much. Stiff face. But she is her and Hennesseyy. So those are the 4 girls. We get a cliffhanger on who's getting eliminated. Next week, I saw all 4 girls still there. So nobody seems to have gotten sent home. They're doing an obstacle course tomorrow. Next week. I don't think we saw any fights, which I guess is good because like we don't need to have fights every episode as long as the show is entertaining. And these girls are entertaining me so far right now. So I'm excited. The show is good so far. We are 4 episodes in. I hope it stays this way. I hope they don't drag out this show. I know Joseline's show, they typically only do like 12 episodes. And that is good enough. Learn that for baddies. But y'all got this far. Have not already. Thumbs up the video. Drop the comments down below. Subscribe if you are new. The Baddies Reunion Super Trailer is probably out right now. Let me refresh it right now just to see if it's even out. It's not out yet. But I'm going to probably come on here in between the game, react to it live. Tomorrow, I am going to go live to do like I did last season, where I just literally got on the live and just analyzed the whole thing in slow-mo. If it's good enough. If it's good enough, I'm going to be live tomorrow. So turn your post notifications on for that. I'm going to react to the video itself tonight. I'm just going to watch it all the way through, give you my rough thoughts then. And then if it's good, like I said, we'll analyze it tomorrow on live. It'll just be me. So we're just going to do that. Y'all can jump in the comments. Let me know y'all's thoughts then too. But yeah, be on the lookout for that later on tonight. But if you're not going to watch it, you suck. But I'll see y'all later. Peace.